up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. I'm playing catch up because last week I was a bit of a slacker and didn't make as many videos as I should have. So I'm coming back again with Cherry Chouffe. This is from the Brasserie Achouffe in Achouffe, Belgium. So hopefully I said that right, or I just said Achouffe wrong like 500 times in the first 30 seconds of this video, and some angry Belgian dude is going to rip me up in the comments. Brasserie Achouffe is a brewery I quite like. I've had a couple of their beers over the years. I'm a fan of Belgian beers, and this here is a cherry Belgian beer. Big shout out to the Ginger Yeti for picking this one up for me. He knows that I really dig Belgian beers and cherry beers, so he acquired this. He told me about it. I couldn't find it anywhere near me, but he stumbled across a 4-pack, I guess, out in the Cleveland area. So, you know, again, big thanks for bringing this out. If you look at the back of this, kind of interesting, it says, beer with natural flavors and colored with vegetable juice. Ooh. So no yellow number 3 or red number 5, vegetable juice. I'm not sure I feel about that. That might make this into kind of like a healthy beverage, but I suppose it's better than a bunch of chemicals. We don't know what they are. I did a little reading about this brewery, and what's kind of odd, usually when you deal with the Belgian breweries, you know, you read the histories and they go back to the year like 1312 and was founded by some monk returning from the Crusades who opened a brewery. This isn't. This is from the 1970s. And it looks like 2 guys actually started a brewery with the equivalent of 5,000 euros, and it took off and eventually got sold to the Duvel Mortgart Group a few years back. So it's now owned by Duvel, so I figured it would be appropriate to go with the Duvel glass. Let's check this bad boy out. Comes in at 8% ABV. As far as ratings, an 85, very good aggregate score on Beer Advocate, 385. By the fans, and Untapped 379. Also, what I like about these beers is the caps have kind of neat little artwork on them. You have little gnomes running around here with cherries in their backpacks or whatever they are. And if you look on the caps, got the cool little gnomes as well. So I'll be careful not to damage this crown or cap, because I want to try to keep it perfect. All right, into the glass. Got a nice color to it. Kind of see like a pinkish reddish hue in there. All right. I'm also a huge fan of the Belgian bottles. I think they're so cool. I always feel guilty throwing these away. I probably have a ton of them back in my shed out back. I don't know what I'm going to actually do with them. Sometimes I use them for brewing, but probably have more of these than I need, but I quite like them. As far as the color, again, it's kind of like an amber color with a red hue to it. The head dissipated quite quickly, although it looked like it was, for the most part, this looks like tannish, maybe like a little bit of a pink coloring to it as well. Nose. Ooh, it smells nice. If you're a fan of cherries, this will be for you. Pick up kind of like a sweet cherry smell. Maybe a tiny, tiny hint of booziness if you really try, but honestly, it just kind of smells like cherries. And I should note, this is the 2021. If you go to Untapped, they have years for each one. So this must be the 2021, I guess. Ooh, I like that. It kind of tastes like a sour cherry juice. For Americans, we probably won't be familiar with this. We don't really have cherry juice for the most part here. Kind of have apple, orange, and maybe some weird fruity ones, kiwi, strawberry or something. When I spent time in Kosovo, they used to have this sour cherry drink that you could buy. So they have like a wall full of fruit juices, and one was sour cherry. I used to buy it all the time. Quite liked it. This tastes like that sour cherry juice, but at the end you get a tiny little bit of booziness. I mean, it is 8%, so I guess you pick it up a tiny little bit. You also pick a little bit of kind of like a malt. You pick up a little bit of maybe like the Belgian spicy kind of thing. Like it's pretty decent, like you'd get with a Belgian yeast. Overall, this is a really nice beer. If you're a fan of cherries like I am, this is out of this world. Ratings, like I said, look pretty good, around 379, 385 on the 2 apps that I used just to kind of compare. So overall, this seems to be well received. And for the Brasserie Achouffe, this is a big thumbs up. I have 3 more of these in the fridge, and I'm, again, very thankful to Anderson for bringing these out. I love them. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. If you've tried this beer or any of the other ones from the Brasserie, the Achouffe, let me know what you think of them. Cheers.